So would you pay $4.99 a month for a shout out? Neither would I. And you don't have to here because, and I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly, Aviario Del Rey gets one for free, as does Susan Carmichael. Both of these two folks, as well as many others throughout the past, get shout outs for free here without paying $4.99 a month. Because they save me $250 an hour once a week from laying on a couch talking to a head shrinker. Okay, guys, so just some random rambling here, and I'm going to tell you why I've given these two folks shout outs. If you're watching, a good day to you. I was online last night, and I see that this platform is now going the way of monthly subscriptions. And then I'm like, oh no, not these folks too. What are they doing? Is it the old, if you can't beat them, we'll join them thing, trying to compete with Patreon or whatever, which is something we don't do. We don't do the whole eBay thing. We don't do the GoFundMe. I have this problem. Give me some money. We make videos on the fly. We don't edit. That's why most of them really are not that good. I'm a crazy war vet who sits in his woodshed and talks to himself. Sometimes if the sun's up and I'm not worried about bear, killer squirrels, or Sasquatch, I'll sit outside in my field. My wife makes some wonderful cooking videos, and we do a lot of family fun stuff together. We're probably the worst homesteaders on YouTube. You're not going to learn much from watching me unless if you want to learn how not to do things. There's my full disclaimer. But a lot of folks keep coming back to hear what Crazy Lake has to say today. Yesterday, Susan Carmichael and Aviario Del Rey came by, and they left some wonderful comments. So anyway, I see that this platform is kind of encouraging me to charge a $4.99 a month membership fee for special subscribers. Well, each and every one of you watching this video is special to me. You give me a reason to come out here in the woodshed every morning and talk to myself while I'm waiting for my wife to wake up. My beautiful bride, as I've come to call, well, I've called her that for a long time, but now I'm known for calling her that. No, it's not for sale. And the good news is, though, you get it for free. Now, what's not for sale? Guys, we do things a certain way here. Okay, I mentioned we don't edit. We just there are just a couple of guidelines we follow exclusively. There are two things we don't talk about. That's politics and that's division. Or I mean, not religion. Wow, Freudian slip. Yeah, I think so. Because politics and religion divide more than they unite. I don't know what political party or religious preference Susan Carmichael has or holds, nor do I know that of Aviario Del Rey, nor do I care. What I care about is that they are here watching these videos, and I've reached out through time and space and their smartphone screen or computer screen, and I've touched them in a way that they need to be touched at a certain time in their lives, as they have me by letting me know what's going on here. It's not that my family and I don't have our own political views. We do. It's not that we don't have our own religious beliefs. We do. But this is not the place. We are here because we really, well, we love doing this. But the reason we stick very strictly to those criteria is because we do not want to divide. You know, guys, I was thinking about this last night when I read Susan's comment, which I'm going to share with you here in a minute. And the old, I haven't heard this song in 25 years. It was a song by Pink Floyd called The Division Bell. I know you guys know that song if you're over 40. A lot of you, if you're under 30, you know it too because you're still in that phase of life and you know what I'm talking about. But that song touched me when I began listening to Pink Floyd. I listened to him for a few years there in college, got into him, kind of never really got out of him. I just haven't listened to him in a long time. And but it was talking about how the grass was greener, the air was clearer. And what it's talking about is when we're young, when we're children, at least this is my understanding, life is pure. Everything's clean and everybody's good. But then when we reach a certain age, the age of majority, we're told about our differences. We're taught about our differences, and we're told, okay, this difference is bad, or this difference with this person means that this person can't play with us on the playground anymore. The days of walking onto the playground, loving the jungle gym, and going over to the jungle gym and seeing 2 or 3 other children there and saying, hey, these are my kind of people because this is their, this is their favorite part of the playground, and then we hang out with them and we become best good buddies. Those days end once we reach a certain point in life. That's depressing. That song touched me when I first heard it because I thought, wow, this is where I am, and this is really sad. Then I spent the next 20 years in that place, and then for the last several years I decided not to be in that place anymore, and I've just stopped doing it. So I don't do it anymore. I made a video about a month or so ago about how most Americans are just terrified to talk to each other. That's because of that division bell Pink Floyd sings about. You go to a social gathering, it can be a birthday party for children, it can be a school event, it can be a soccer practice or whatever. Look at how hesitant full-grown men and women are to talk to each other. It's because what you can't see standing between them is that division bell. It's no longer, oh wow, look, our kids like soccer. You and I could probably be best good buddies. It's all about thinking in our minds, okay, did this person vote for the same person I did in the last election? What church does this person go to on Sunday morning, or do they at all? Guys, we are so anti that here. And again, not that we don't have our own views and beliefs, because we do. But listen, what I learned in my 20 years out there of trying to convince others to think like me and trying to resist others who were trying to get me to think like them is that a 10-minute conversation isn't going to change 45 years worth of thinking. Is it really worth it? No, I don't think so. So, with that said, I've explained to you why it is we vehemently stick to those things. And here, I'm going to read you these comments. This is what makes it all worth it. And this, even though it is worth more than $4.99 a month to me, far more than that, and obviously far more than these people, we're not going to charge for it. We're going to keep giving it away for free. Because again, you're saving me $250 an hour once a week seeing a head shrinker. But Aviario Del Rey left a comment. He mentioned that he came to the U.S. from Cuba. He's now a truck driver. Him and his family recently bought a small homestead. He's trying to pay down his debt so that he can kind of live a similar lifestyle to what we're doing here on our Central Virginia homestead. And he says, I watch your videos because they let me know everything is going to be okay. This is when I get stressed out, I watch your videos. He says, your viewers are from everywhere, and he's from Cuba. Keep doing what you're doing. Guys, I love this. I love that Aviario is from Cuba. I'm glad he's now in the U.S. My wife's from the Philippines, now in the U.S. I know we have viewers in England, Canada, Philippines, Australia, New Zealand. We've got them all over the world. I love that because, we're one race. It's called the human race. So thank you, Aviario. There is your shout out. Hopefully I did not mispronounce your name with your shout out, but at least I didn't charge you $4.99 a month. Now, Susan Carmichael. She says, I watched all your videos, some more than once. You saved me from a bad depression. I had just lost my best friend when I found you. Thank you so much for saving me and giving me my smile back. Susan, you don't know how much your comment just saved me. It motivated me. I mean, guys, I'm human. I know that in most of these videos I seem positive and uplifting, and I've been through quite a bit. A war, living on an island, a dangerous island for many years with seemingly no hope of getting back to the U.S., but I finally made it out of that and I got back, and addiction is a huge part of my past. It's kind of what got me stuck on that island. So how hard can life be coming out here in the woodshed and talking to myself? You know what? I've done this every morning for I don't know, 4, 5, 6 months. It's not that it's hard, but sometimes it's just I can't find. It's hard to find the motivation. But when I read comments like Susan Carmichael, I'm motivated. Guys, I had a late nap yesterday. I woke up 5 o'clock in the evening and drank a lot of coffee, which I shouldn't have done. I went out and told that creepy ghost story out in the woods about the Civil War ghosts. I hope you guys like that. I couldn't sleep last night because I just had too much caffeine too late. But it doesn't matter how late I go to bed. I'm always up between 4 and 5 in the morning, even if I go to bed at midnight. And even if, like last night, I'm checking my watch and it's 2 a.m. and I'm still haven't dozed off. My point is you can imagine sometimes it's just hard to come out here and talk to myself, even if it's just for 10 or 12 minutes. But Susan and Aviario and folks like this give me the motivation I need. So I'm glad I give you the motivation you need. I'm not charging $4.99 a month for it. It's free. So if you don't want it, you don't have to take it. If you do, you're welcome to it. Thank you for being here with us. We love and enjoy each and every one of you, and you are all our special subscribers. Please check back with us for more later here at Homesteading Off the Grid.